Chairman, comrade members of Parliament, councillors, mayors, workers and warriors of the People's National Party, heroes and heroines of East Portland, one love. I want to especially recognize and ask you to big up your next member of Parliament, comrade Damian Crawford. I personally want to thank him for answering the call to come to East Portland and represent the people of East Portland. You're not glad to see him. You don't want him as your MP. You don't want him to transform the constituency. Not respect, my brethren. I want also to pay a tribute to Comrade Donald Rudd for having represented this constituency for many years and for having come out in this campaign to ensure that East Portland continues to have good representation in the form of Comrade Damian Crawford. I want to pay respect to Comrade Andrea Moore. She's not here tonight because her father has passed. And they are having the night tonight in Kingston. But she has been on the campaign train. She has been out here working to ensure that Damian Crawford is elected as the next member of Parliament. And in her absence, I want to big her up and ask you to give her a round of applause. You know, in a few days, we all have a big decision to take. All the voters of East Portland. It is going to have great significance for Jamaica. But I want us to remember how we got here. And we have to remember that it was the brutal murder of Comrade Dr. Linville Bloomfield that got us to this point. And I mention it because all of us have an obligation to Dr. Bloomfield. And when you go there, remember how unfairly he was treated. Remember that all when them couldn't find money to build the road, him had to die for them find it. What a terrible thing. What a wicked thing. All the water we struggle for, and them couldn't announce it. Them couldn't say nothing about it. He had to die for Prime Minister come announce it. What kind of people them there? What a wicked thing. But there is another reason why I want you to remember Dr. Bloomfield. Because that murder is not the way East Portland behave. East Portland people are peaceful people. And down here all in this campaign, the average labor right him see a pass, him say show and him gone. Some hail you up. We are not wicked, cruel people, but it was a cruel act. And there is a virus of violence that want to spread in East Portland. I don't know was the murderer. But there are some people who have a reputation for violence and trouble. Follow them through life. Mix up in them DNA, you're right. From them small till them big. Cuss police. Go and box down people. Don't make that violence, that virus of violence spread into East Portland. So come election day, elect a peaceful man, elect Damian Crawford as your member of parliament. This election have a clear choice. You have one candidate who can talk, have a vision. You hear how him talk. You like how him talk. You agree with how him talk. You like him ideas. I have a next candidate. May I listen for what them say. Everywhere, may I listen for news, what them say. May I listen for interview if them talk. All but I can't hear what them say. So you have a choice between a candidate who can talk and represent you and another candidate who somebody else have to tell them if them to talk. And sometime, according to the reports, when them talk, them get it wrong. That is why them now make them talk. But you can't represent people. Put fun and joke aside. You cannot represent people if you cannot talk on their behalf. When you're going to the parliament, you have to be able to say something. You have to be able to analyze the laws that come before you. You have to be able to have views, not just to say, I vote yes because somebody tell you must vote yes. You have to be able to understand if this law is in the interest of your constituency. You have to be able to say, I want to change this law in that way or the other way. You can't just go there and ask your friend. Or your husband, who may be your friend. What we must do. You can't, it would be a shame for East Portland to take a vote to get somebody who cannot represent them. But there is another thing. There is another thing that separates the two candidates. And that is the vision of Jamaica and the vision of the politics of the country that each of them represent. On the one hand, our candidate talk about self-reliance of the people, talk about empowerment of the people, talk about the independence of the people, talk about giving the people the opportunity to acquire wealth and independence and utilize the power of education. And you have another candidate who say them describe themselves as a philanthropist. It's a big word, but it means that them give out charity. No, charity is a good thing. Anybody's heart can be moved because somebody is in need. But charity cannot be a political program. Because if charity is a political program and you want to be charitable every day, you have to have people for their whole life to be in need. Our candidate don't want to keep people in need. Our candidate want to remove people from need so they can be independent. That is the difference between the People's National Party and the other people. And make us say something. There's a third thing. There's a third thing. And this is a serious thing. Damian Crawford is a man of integrity. Nobody in the world ever said Damian Crawford enter politics to get something out of it. But we have here in this country at this time another candidate who is part of a political organization which is supporting the most corrupt government that has ever been in existence in Jamaica. And it would have taken me all night if I was to talk about all of the different scandals. Police use car scandal. Debushing scandal, $800 million. $17 million for one sign. Them say, don't a man think of big. Petrojam scandal have so much different part to it. It come in like octopus. One part, one woman employee. Not qualified for the work. Get $16 million for get it or so. And 16 for leave it. And never qualify. And imagine, not only you work hard, you go to hospital and x-ray machine not work. You go to hospital and not have bed. What $30 million could I do? To provide bed and medicine in hospital. And care for police. And classroom for school. So your school, Port Antonio High, could have come off shift system. And because to me the worst thing to do is to deny education and hope to children, the education scandal is the worst of the scandals that we have ever seen. A Minister of Education who should be an example of integrity and proper behavior. And you know what? I will have to say that in the way they are handling that scandal, in the way the security forces handling all the scandals, they are not behaving in a way that can give the people of the country confidence that we have an independent, professional security force. When them say them lock up a youth for the murder of Bloomfield, and them say them don't carry him because them not put the case fully together yet. Yet them lock him up. No, in a Petrojam, no one can lock up. In the education minister, them not even look like them carry him go to station. But if it was an ordinary Jamaican man out there and them accuse him and him thief too and a planting, them lock him up and say him have to park one way. But that is not the way our justice system should work. And all them going on with is to avoid you understanding and the country understanding the depths to which we have sunk while them trying to put off the necessary security force action until after election day. And that is not the last of the scandals that are going to come. Them have a report. Them have a report that involves an MP from the parish. And it's supposed to come to the parliament, but all now it can't come. It box somewhere. What we have and understand what is happening. Understand the way money is being used. Money is being used in the election. When man come on stage and say him put on that $25 million and him have change, who for money do it? And you have school where them say them give, but the minister say him give, prime minister say him give, but the school can't receive. What kind of thing that? So hear me. I mention all of this not because it is bad and wrong. It is. But because you have a personal interest in ensuring that the kind of corrupt behavior that we see in other parts of the country don't come and take root in your parish and in your constituency. You have some farmer out of Bernard Lodge trying people. Some of them are young, planting them callaloo in one case, send it to export, man a plant cassava, get contract with Red Stripe, and then one day, them just come. Them see one big pile of mall, front of them farm gate, can't go in, can't come out, can't move nothing. And what them see when them check it, them dead for years and grow them thing, but that land, as the man said, them can't afford it. Why? Them sell it to some big man. Make certain, them say take sleep. Make certain you not bring them the kind of corruption come in East Portland. Hear me? Take sleep and mark death. Look, I know all of you have a right candidate. I know the night gone on and I want to you big up yourself. All who come with way from Outer Hectares River, come all the way, drive through the Portland. Them say earthquake, take up East Portland today. That same money, them want to use it. So in a newspaper, them tell them what for print, when for print. Them want you get downhearted. Them want to demoralize you. You hear them, tell them come look what going here this evening, and they will see and feel the strength and power and the energy of the People's National Party. So hear me now. You watch the ride. Watch the ride as we go through the next few days. Me hear say, must it through the future MP school wing champs. Him start sing. But hear me now. All me gonna say, I can't sing like him, but me say, you know, hear what the voice of the Rasta man say. Babylon, your throne gone down, gone down. I want everyone to reach out to every other person where you know. Bring out every PNP vote, and you have plenty labour to go vote for Damian Crawford too, because they know he is the better choice. Go there, find them, watch your community, protect your vote, report anything where you see look funny and any hanky-panky, because we have a mission to perform, to build a better East Portland and to build a better Jamaica. We don't bring prosperity to just a few, but bring development and progress to the entire people of this country. One love, comrades. One love until we meet again on the 4th of April.
Stand up! Hey.